Well, it is time. Last video, the engine got torn out. It's sitting right over there. This time, we're going to tear into this thing and see what's wrong with it. See if we have internal damage or if it's simply just rust on the rings that's locking this thing up. Fingers crossed, that's all it is. We got new bearings. We got new rings. We're ready to get rocking and rolling as soon as it's back from the machine shop. But we can't send it to the machine shop like this. We've got to tear this thing down. We've got some help today. What up, Caleb? What up, John? John matches his Mustang. Just want to make that known because it's super cool. First things first with this bad boy, we're going to drain the oil because we haven't done that yet. We'll drain the oil so we can flip it over, take the oil pan off, and we can actually see the internals. We also got to take off this right here, the timing cover, so we can work on timing gears, the cam, fuel pump, the whole thing. We got to strip the block completely clean so we can go to the machine shop where it's going to get cleaned and magnafluxed to make sure there's no cracks. So, all right, we're going to try to drain this all in a bucket. Just because that's what I've got really handy. Anticipating lots of coolant. Just literally all of it. Let's see what we got. See how big a mess we can make, and if my wife's going to be super mad at me at the end of this. Be okay. Be okay. Be good. Hey, oh, that is miserable. There might be more coolant than oil in that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, that's the boy. Listen, the boys are about to be in the yard. The boys are going to be in the yard. This is, oh man. It's so milkshakey. This is literally the worst. I mean, icky. Icky. Oh, is that a clump that just came out? I don't even know. Look at that. You can't see it. Take my word for it. It's really bad. It's not good. I really wanted to skip a few steps and just dig into the bottom end, but I think that's not the right thing to do. So we're going to take fuel pump off. We're going to take the oil filter and oil filter doodabber off. We'll take the timing cover off, the crank bolt, all this. It still won't turn. Nope. So we'll take all that stuff off so we can get in here, get the timing gears taken care of. Then we can drop the pan. And the goal is to do this in 30 minutes before my wife gets home because we have to plan Bible study. Galatians chapter 4 this week. All right, so we got to take the crank pulley. This is what the pulley bolts onto. I'm going to call it the pulley too. We got this little pulley puller. I don't know if that's what it's called. And we're just going to crank this bad boy off. It's pressed on there. There's a key on there too. Be mindful of that. And this is going to just suck this off of the crank. So the crank will be free. Make sure it's all cleaned up. We can clean this pulley up. Repaint it Ford blue along with everything else. Bam. Easy as that. We'll take the key. Nope. We're going to leave the key right where it's at. And now we can take the timing cover off because obviously it won't go around this thing. .338, making good time. All right, we're gonna pull some Top Gun on this guy and invert it, so we can take the oil pan off and dump this everywhere. But it's just coolant and mystery oil and coolant. Why so much? Is the question. It's just because that's what's in a block. Yep. All right. Well, this is why I didn't do it on. Wait, there's more. Yep. It literally looks like an oil scene, or a crime scene. Here, oil scene. That's ridiculous. Awesome. All right. Well, don't tell my wife. Hopefully that dries up in an hour. No, it won't. All right, time for the oil pan bolts. Luckily, these guys are just torqued to about 0, which is nice. We're about to get a look at what's going on under the veil of secrecy that we have here. See if we have any damage that's like mechanically stopping the engine from turning, or if it's just going to be we're going to hammer these out with a big mallet. Hopefully it's the latter and not the damage. All right, will it pop off by itself? Maybe. It's a little slippery. Yeah, that's really good. So there it is. All right, pan is free. Cross your toes and say a prayer that this thing is not grenaded. Okay, well, good news. Pistons, rods, everything is in its place and it's not broken. I am not mad at any of this at all. I was kind of expecting there to be like a broken rod or something, but it's not. We're actually looking pretty all right. So we're gonna go ahead and proceed with, we're gonna tear the oil pump out of here, get the timing cover off so we can yank the gears off so we can pull the crank. This is gonna be where it gets interesting because it still didn't rotate, so we're gonna figure something out. Maybe just hit it much harder with a hammer. We're gonna go ahead and this feels like the right thing to do. Will that come out? Well, it's gonna. With that front main seal, that's really good. All right, timing chain. It's so there. We might replace the timing chain just because we're in here, and this is a lot of work to get down to it. This thing's 60 years old, so it's probably just a good practice to go ahead and replace this guy, and then try to figure out how to actually time the engine. When I did it on the Mustang, we had timing gears, which we have on this one too, but I just feel like it's a little different. So, all right, we can start yanking this stuff off and then figure out how we're going to go about freeing this thing so we can get the pistons out of there. Beats the heck out of me. What do you think, gentlemen? Hey, it's nighttime. That's the way it is. John's here. Been doing a little things behind the scenes, which is hard to see because it's dark. Anyway, I'll just tell you. I've been soaking this guy in vinegar, like that 30% super concentrated vinegar, just to try to break this up so we can get it turning. We're going to try to get it turning. If that doesn't work, we're going to go scorched earth on this guy and start knocking pistons out, basically. That's the plan. It's not really one. Let's get this cover off of this thing so we can see what we got cooking on here. This is going to be so nasty. That's why I'm doing it not on the concrete, because, you know. Ugh, dude, don't even breathe it in, John. That vinegar is, I'm telling you.
Should have brought my mask.
It really does get after your nose hairs, man. Dude, it is so bad. We need a hazmat suit for this. All right. Well, all 4 cylinders, hey, give me that. Sit over there. Have vinegar left in them. Some of them have leaked substantially, which, it's fine. But come take a look, you know? Not that you can see it, it's dark, but no, I've got no idea, man. I can't see a thing. Here's what we're working with. Man, look at all this stuff that it's just eating. This is all like brown. Vinegar's clear. It's just eating all the rust, which is really good. It's cleaning up the cylinders.
That one looks like something's growing in it.
Pretty well. It does look like something's growing in it. Dude, this stuff smells brutal. We're gonna flip this over. Dump all that vinegar out. That is insanity. And then we're gonna try to crank on this guy. Full disclosure, I did the other side earlier. Just don't even breathe, John. I did that side like... Anyway, I did that side like this morning. So it gave 12 hours to do it. This side's already done. All right, have a look. This is what everything looks like post. That one's really clean. Cleaned up a lot of this. Cleaned a lot of this stuff up. Same thing on the other side. Man, that one looks phenomenal. Pretty good. Yeah, it cleaned up a lot. I'm hoping it cleaned up some of the rust too. That's holding the rings on there. So we can actually like rotationalize. But I think we're going to try to hook the flex plate up just so we have something to pry against if it'll fit in there. Should have thought about that sooner. Whoops. And then we'll go from there. I tried to find a little floodlight. I don't know where it went.
Got it right here.
Hey. Okay. Something moved. So we're just going to try to rock this thing. And, this is weird. We're gonna try to punch out piston by piston, little by little. The caps that we can get to, we're gonna zip them off. They're all numbered, which makes it easy. So we'll zip them all off, slide them out through the bottom. Hopefully we can get enough out to where we can start to move the crank. Less drag stuff happening. Off. Off. Okay, as I was previously saying. Off. Let's just keep cranking these guys out, huh? As much as we can get. Got a good amount of them off. Okay, come on. All right, well the bearing stayed there and nothing scored on the inside of that. It's just oily, so now I physically actually can't get it off. Anyway, here's the plan.
Almost.
I don't know why I didn't foresee that happening. The goal is here to not let piston fall. Is it doing anything?
I don't think so.
Give me the cap, give it. Okay, I'll be back. There. All right, looking inside this guy. Bearing looks great. Hey, this one's coming out.
Is it gonna fall?
Probably.
Okay.
No, listen, all the way out. And don't scratch the crank, please. Gosh. Ah! Hey! Look, piston. All the rings are free. So they're all free. Well, you can't see that now because the light's gone away. Whoop. John! But all the rings are free. Oil ring is free. Piston's good. Everything seems pretty good on this one, which is fine because I wasn't actually concerned about this one at all. Which one is this? Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5. Number 5.
It's a real stubborn one.
It is a real stubborn one. Sweet. 1 down. Literally 7 more. Okay. Engine's free. Just like that. Give me some. Yep. Engine is totally free. See if we can get in a circle, which we can't because that piston's there, but it'll be easy to come out now.
Yep.
Right.
Just ready to go.
This one will come out too, probably. You got a good straight shot on it.
Yeah.
All right, now that we've made that progress, I wish that had happened sooner. Let's do some more malleting. Number 2. How are we looking on this guy? Top ring is stuck. It could come around though. Oil ring and second ring are free. And pin feels really good. Great. This bearing and all that looks great. Phenomenal. All right, this gives me some hope. Let's keep crushing out the other ones.
Oh yeah. Just a little bit more. Got no hammer.
My hammer's stuck. Okay. Here we go. Good catch. We're on the last one, believe it or not. Engine spins freely now. I've really hurt this hammer. I'm not gonna lie to you though. So, Harbor Freight, here we come. We're on the, we saved the best for last. And by that I mean, I didn't want to turn that way. I mean the one that was the most troublesome. That's okay. Let's see if I can just push this down a ways.
What's that?
Well, gosh, I just got hit with the 1-2, man. See how easy this guy will come out. Hopefully pretty simple.
Oh, yeah.
We're there. All right. And now the engine is completely free. So let me show you what we're looking at. Well, now I can't show you. John, hold the light. You can see all the rust we got in there. That's kind of just, it's there. Not bad. I don't see any visible cracks. That's what we're really worried about. All right, went ahead and cleaned it up a little bit. And cylinders look pretty okay. I'm pretty happy with that. We also cleaned up the mating surface where the heads go. It looks pretty good. I'm not upset with how any of these are. It does look like we had a faulty head gasket right in here that you probably couldn't see. Overall though, engine looks pretty good, which means it's about time to put it up for the night before she gets here and get all cleaned up. And I am in the middle of watching Thunderbolts. Pretty good, pretty good. Captain America guy myself, but I'm enjoying it. So we're gonna put this up for the night, and the next time we're gonna tear down the crank, tear out the camshaft, and then get the block along with the heads over to the machine shop. Welcome back to the nighttime yet again. Dancing with the Stars is currently on inside. We made it to the garage. We got a lot to do tonight. The goal is to get the block and the heads to the shop tomorrow, the machine shop, so they can get to work on doing the machine shop things. Which means tonight we got to get the block completely torn down. We got to get the cam out. We got to get the crank out. That's all that's left on the block. And then on the heads, the valves, the valve springs, the valve seals, that's to be cleaned up. All the fun stuff that we haven't gotten to yet. We have to do that tonight, hopefully within the next hour and a half, because that's when Dancing with the Stars ends. I'll try to keep this as bright as I can for you guys, but we gotta take all this stuff off. It's starting to get a little surface rust. That's okay. Cylinders, same story. That doesn't matter. I gotta get all this jazz off of here so we can get the crank and the cam out, and then we can turn our attention to these guys. Get the heads off, get the valve springs off. The valves, some of them are kind of stuck, so we're going to unstuck them. First things first, we got to figure out how to get this gear off. It's on a little pin there. A lot of times that pin gets stuck, but not this time. So, all right, let's get this guy off. A little corroded, but all right. It doesn't look terrible. I'm not like mad. You can't see it. I'm not mad at how this looks. The timing chain. I'll do research and look and see if we want to replace it. This might have already actually been replaced. And if that's the case, then cool. So I'm not going to lie to you, Dancing with the Stars, you know. It's Disney night. Oh my goodness, gloves. It's Disney night, and there was one about cars. I definitely watched that. So, that is a absolutely beast. Holy moly of a screw on there. Just to get a better... Oh, there's one. Never mind. Just, two. Just needed some man strength on that, you know? 1, 2. I'm going to have to get some plastic bags. Remember, we're putting everything in plastic bags so we don't lose it. Because That's the last thing we want to do is misplace it and or drop it and break it. Yeah. All right. And camshaft. All right. Now we can get a look at this. It's really rusted. I'll tell you, there's some creatures over there doing things. There's some rust on it. Well, not really. It's just surface rust. So I think we're going to be okay. We'll be able to clean all this up. There's no big concerns I'm seeing. The lobes don't look eaten at all. They look really good, actually. This whole thing looks pretty dang good, which is great news. That means the only thing left, I don't have a spot to put this yet either, so I'm just going to hold it for a minute. The only thing left is the crank. So we're going to have to tackle the crank. I might go inside and show Hallie and the girls, just to be like, crank? Cam. Get the crank out of there, then load the block into the truck so we can take it and get it machined. Whatever that means. Said they're going to clean it. Yeah, torque to 1,000,000. That's about right. Might have to break out the 1/2 inch for this guy. All right. Perfect. All right. Let's buzz these all off. Sure are torqued down there. Tell you what, though. It's almost like that one was not very tight, actually. Last one's always the hardest one. Get this guy out of here. Just got this one more, and we're done. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it, man. This is a weird feeling. All right. There it is. That's why it's a weird feeling. We also got the remain back there. Man, great news. So far, every gasket we've pulled out, every bearing we've pulled out, bug. This looks so good. This looks really good. I have no doubt this engine was a good engine until it just got locked up with rust. So now, though, should be able to lift the crank out. Ooh, heavy. Crankshaft. I'm not taking this one inside. It's too heavy. Well, here's one head. You can see the valves are out. It's not really good news. Still have to do this one. Valves are all lined here. These are not in really good shape. I think this one's a good example. See how rusted everything is? I've been having to hammer these valves out, and I don't remember. Go back in. They're so rusted and locked inside the head that I'm having to hammer them, which is not, it's terrible, but I've been soaking them in PB Blaster for a couple days. Like, I've been trying things, and I'm having to punch them out because a mallet won't do it. It won't get them out. So we're in an interesting spot now where we're gonna go ahead and finish this other head out and see maybe it's better. Probably not. But it's either we're gonna need valves and valve guides, probably, or new heads. Trying to figure out, how we can save on these heads a little bit. And my thought is that maybe this is a gun cleaning kit. I'm gonna take the attachment for a 45 and run it into the heads. We'll see if we can clean them up a little bit and maybe we can save it. My concern is there's some scoring on the valves, on the valve guides. I really want to do this really cheap, right? Because I want to show that we can do this cheap, right? I'm on a minister's budget. that's like nothing. But I also want a car that's going to last for a long time, and when this gets passed on down the road someday, whoever buys it's going to have a good rig, right? They're going to have a good car. So we're going to see what we can do. These are just nylon bristles, so it shouldn't scratch the valve guides up, I hope. We're going to lubricate it though. We'll run it through kind of like cylinder honing. Kind of. See if it'll make it any better. We're just experimenting at this point because we're, just a weird spot. Running out of options. Running out of WD-40. Should have asked for that for my birthday. Alright, well, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. We'll take a look at it when we're done. Alright, I got a valve that I cleaned up. It really doesn't look terrible. There's some pitting in it, and I got to clean all that up, but that's not a big deal. Let's just test it, I've used almost this entire Big Shot can since we started working on this car. It's pretty crazy. Here's where I'm at, all right? I would take a risk on it. Is that wise? No. No, it's not. But I would risk it. Yeah, I know it's risking it for a few $100s. I get it. I know that. If it were to fail in the future, blame me. Blame me. It's only me. It's my fault. I know. Hey, don't you worry. I've had plenty of sound advice, too, from wise people who I trust who said, don't risk it. It's going to fail sooner. You're going to run into problems. You're going to have to rebuild again. Here's the deal. I ain't got the money to drop another $1,000 on getting valves and valve guides and all that. From what I'm seeing, now that we cleaned it up a little bit, I think it's going to work. It'll work fine. Bottom end looks great. The valves are clean upable. And I just want to make this thing run after 60 years, and later on down the road, we'll either are going to sell it, or when we have money, we'll do things to it. But for now, let's knock this head out really quick to see if we can get things situated. That was a bird, just flew in here. He wanted to help. I'll show you real quick the process I'm doing to get these guys out of here. One, if you want to know if a valve is free or stuck, see the springiness? It's free. Super not free, but that one's going to be easy peasy. So I'm going to grab this guy right here. This is a valve spring compressor. I got this for a specific reason. One, this is like the cheapest one you can get. It's $10. It works great. And this allows you to take the valve spring off while the head is in the car. So if you need to do a valve seal or whatever it be, this lets you do it without removing the head. So that's a fun thing. Alright, we're going to compress that spring down. Now, we got to get these little seats out. It's kind of stuck on here, so I'm going to give it a good another whack. There we go. Grab your little magnet, take them out, put them somewhere safe. In my case, I have a super professional wasp nest spray lid that I'm using. We're going to take this all off, and we're going to put the spring and the seal together, marked, so we know what it came out of, so we can put it back in. Great. Hey, no, okay. All right. This is the valve seal. I'm going to take that guy off, put it over there. We got new ones, and the valve, this one is coming out nice and easy. Bam. That's all there is to it. Mark it, put it in a cardboard box. This is how they're all organized, so I know which cylinder they came out of with some rudimentary words and maths. We're going to go ahead and knock the rest of these guys out so we can move on to getting these to the machine shop. Oh boy. Tell you what, if I hit my hand so many times, I'm tired of it. Falls on my shoe. Ugh. So rusted up. That's all the valves. Successfully dropped 0 of them on the ground. Yeah, I know. I am impressed. PB blastered. Will it go in now? That's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty good. Way better than it was, that's for sure. I think that's runnable. What about this side? This valve came out of here. Yep, doable, not stuck. Most of the problems I've been having have been with the exhaust valves. This guy, how are we looking? Really good, feels great. And that's buttery smooth. We definitely would clean all these up a little bit more before we assembled. But, gotta say, now we're, look at that. Oh. Nice. So here's kind of what I'm thinking. Should we get new heads? Or valve guides and all that fun stuff? Yes, probably. Probably should, but I'm actually surprised with how well this worked. There's a little gun cleaning kit for that. So here's the plan. We're going to inspect the valves, make sure they're good and they're not going to be trashed. And despite the best suggestions from everybody around me, we're going to run it. Yep, as long as the heads are good, nothing's cracked, we're going to run it. And we're just going to see if we can get the engine to run well with the original parts. Unless we have to change out any of the valves, which we will do because they are not expensive. You know what this means. Heads are off, completely torn down, valves are out, the block, it's ready to rock and rumble. The only thing not out of it is cam bearings. We've got to decide if we're replacing those. But this is all ready to go. We can get this to the machine shop. They can magnaflux it, check it for cracks, the whole 9. And then we can go resurface the heads, get the mating surface cleaned up, so we're ready to start, hopefully, reassembling. Well, do I have updates or what? And it's not involved in that. John's here. We're working on his car a little bit. This is the updates. Been hard at work, a little bit behind the scenes. You can see transmission. Yep, it is sitting. Yeah, you can't see it. It's sitting over there. We wheeled the car out for 2 reasons. One, I got to degrease the engine bay. We're going to clean this up. We're going to paint it. My dog's chasing a bunny. Oh, Charlie, hey. No, dude. Anyway, we got to clean this up and paint it so we can get ready for the engine, which we got big updates on. Here's the block. This thing has already been to the machine shop, has come back, no cracks. We're good to go. Also, we made some interesting discoveries. I didn't notice this for whatever reason, but the shop, when they were looking at the cylinders, noticed they were a little bigger. See how these are stamped .030? Yeah, this thing's been bored 30 over. And when looking at the cylinder heads, these didn't even need to be resurfaced. They hit them with a straight edge and they were as flat as they could be. No problems, saved us a little bit of money. So we just got to clean them up and get them ready to go. So what does all that mean? Well, it means that we are pretty much ready to start building the engine. Garage is clear and empty, so we have space. And the only thing we need is head bolts. Everything else is here. All the 30 over rings, rings and bearings. So we're ready to go. So I got a lot of cleaning on the engine to do before we can start assembling, but we can actually start the process. Next time we're gonna start cleaning things, and hopefully with some luck, we're gonna actually start putting the engine together. Putting the pieces together, the big grown-up Lego set, so we can get it back in the old Thunderbird. I'm ready to get this thing on the road. But that's gonna happen next time, which will hopefully be next week. 2 weeks for sure. It's pray. Father God, I thank you for this wonderful day, Lord, this opportunity we have to work on cars, to do fun things, God, and just share these experiences with everyone, God. Father, I just pray that this whole experience with the car can glorify you and lead people to know you, God, and that we can truly honor you with what we're doing, Lord. Father, we love you, we praise you, we give you all the glory. It's in your name we pray. Amen. All right, I got to go run and help John with his car, diagnose whatever's going on, but I'll see you next time when we're out there building an engine or cleaning it. Who knows? Catch y'all later.